Alrighty, assessment type 2. The student has done the question, what processes could be used to make a Queen Victoria sponge cake using traditional methods? This research outcome was judged at a C+. In regards to the synthesis, it's satisfactory to produce a resolution to the question. There's little to indicate in-depth synthesis or a considered analysis of the knowledge and skills needed to produce the sponge cake. So the synthesis S1 criteria would be judged at a C. There was nothing really insightful about some of the key findings that perhaps have been expressed here. In regards to the substantiation is actually quite good. The substantiation would be in the B level. Nearly lots and lots of claims that have been made have been referenced. So the student has chosen to use footnoting to provide support for where they got their information from. However, they're from a limited number of sources, the footnotes. So although there is, it's mostly referenced, mostly substantiated, it's not insightful or thorough. So although there's a lot of them, they've all come from one or two or three sources. So it's at the B level. In regards to S3, the student has expressed their ideas generally clearly. Perhaps it might have been better to have the method condensed to a recipe or a method statement rather than the reader perhaps needing to do this. This is an example where they've obviously actually made the cake and they perhaps could have shown their learning in another way rather than a report, but we have what we have and it has been judged at a C+. The second research outcome for your consideration is how does the architecture of the Adelaide Remand Centre affect the behaviour of the prisoners? This piece of work has been judged at an A+ level. In regards to the synthesis, S1, the student has a specific question that allowed them to produce an A+ level outcome. There is insightful analysis of the different findings related to the different building elements that come together as the outcome. In regards to the substantiation, or S2, all key findings are substantiated well. There's different perspectives that have been brought together from different sources to support the key findings. The expression is outstanding, or an example of sustained, clear and coherent expression of ideas. This is an outstanding piece of work.